Welcome to episode 13 of the I-70 Hot Tag. Tonight we have a special guest on the show. We've seen him in Journey Pro and Central States Wrestling. He's a former Prairie Championship Wrestling champion and the current ICWF heavyweight champion. Tonight we sit down with Mighty Micah. Plus, as promised, we will make our major announcement tonight. Don't go anywhere.
And now, CR Media presents the I-70 Hot Tag with your host, Chaos Chase, and the real Josh Elliott.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Chase, aka CR Media. That's really close. I don't know if I like that camera angle all that much. But hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is the 13th episode of the I-70 Hot Tag. Appreciate you guys joining in with us tonight. We got a very exciting show for you. Again, for whatever social media you're watching on, if you take a minute, during the break or when you have a free second to go to other social medias, hit that follow button, hit that like button, share button, all that good stuff. You're going to find me on CR Media 1988 on all social media. So that's Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And then Josh, where can everybody find you?
You can find me at the real Josh Elliott. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch. I also run the I-70 Hot Tag social media accounts, which go like and follow us. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So go give us a like and follow on all those platforms. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Guys, if you missed last week's episode, I feel sorry for you, but I've got fantastic news. You can go watch it on the I-70 Hot Tags YouTube page. You can also go watch it on CR Media's YouTube page, and you can go watch it on my Twitch as well. Speaking of Twitch, appreciate Dravenverse for the follow. Fantastic, sir. Appreciate you coming through and checking out the episode. Luigi Primo was super exciting to have on, super fun. He like I said, if you want to watch that episode, you can. If you can't watch the episode, you don't have enough time, never fear. For my friend Josh is here, and he put it on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify.
I'll tell you, man, it was one of the most entertaining interviews that we've had since starting this podcast. Luigi never missed a beat and kept us laughing the entire time. So super entertaining. If you can watch the video, like Chase said, go watch it on all of our YouTubes, Twitch. But if you can't, it's on all the podcast platforms. So go check that out for us.
Yep. And as my friend Brody says right here, he makes the best pizza. So,
that he does.
Guys, if you've watched the social media, you have seen that we have been teasing a humongous announcement all week. Big announcement for the I-70 Hot Tag. We're going to get to that later in the show. How this is going to work out is we're going to bring our guest on. And then after we wrap up the interview, we're going to take a 5-minute intermission like we always do. And then when we come back from the intermission, that's when Josh and I will make the announcement. So if you guys want to find out about the announcement, you got to stay tuned after the 5-minute intermission.
Yep.
So Josh, would you like to introduce our guest tonight?
Absolutely. We are pleased to announce our guest tonight, the ICWF heavyweight champion, Mighty Micah.
Absolutely.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Micah?
Hey, nothing much.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Excited to be here.
Micah, appreciate you making the time to come on, man. Like I said, we like to make the rounds around Kansas City and talk to different local independent wrestlers and And, as we prep for these interviews, I find out more about you guys than, I thought I knew prior to the interview. So, like I said, this was an exciting one because we found out about a bunch of different promotions that you've been in and some things that you're doing currently. So, yeah. Micah, I wanted to ask you, how's the trail to becoming a Howlet?
I haven't given up hope. We were at day 54 of me asking the Howlets if I could be a Howlet on Twitter. I'm not sure if you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. I don't know if anybody else watching it has seen it, but 54 straight days on Twitter asking the Howlets if I, Mighty Micah, could become a Howlet, and they had just, they keep toying with me, like they can never give me a super straight answer. Like I'm gonna have to, get my way, if that makes sense.
Hey, persistency is key, my friend.
Yes.
So, Micah, the goal of these interviews is, like I said, for us to get to know you, for our viewers to get to know you. Hopefully all of our viewers are pretty much, local Kansas City, independent wrestling fans. I know we have a few people in here that aren't from Kansas City, and that's a good thing for you, man. Because like I said, exposure is kind of key in what you do. So, kind of start off and ask you, who is Mighty Micah?
Mighty Micah is your friendly neighborhood superhero, and he has traveled all across the Midwest, protecting the crowds and the wrestling promotions from the evil that lies within the different states.
Awesome. So, Micah, let me ask you, how did you get your start in professional wrestling?
My start in professional wrestling. So, I didn't start watching wrestling I started watching wrestling in 2012. I kind of knew about it before. Me and Kenny Alfonso, we've been best friends since 5th grade, and he was the one that really got me into professional wrestling. I remember my very first wrestling event was the SmackDown after Raw 1000 in 2012 here in Kansas City. And I remember, I knew nothing about the wrestlers. I knew nothing. I mean, I knew, like you CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, John Cena, all of those before. But I didn't know, at the time, Sheamus was the world champion. I didn't know Daniel Bryan. I didn't know Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio, all those kind of guys. And I remember leaving that show saying, bro, Sheamus is my favorite. And ever since then, I fell in love with wrestling. And fast forward 5 years, December of 2017, when the NWL was still around, I was able to train there for about 4 months before they closed their doors. That's really where it all started. And ever since then, I've been hopping in the cars with some of the local boys. I've been traveling by myself, traveling with some other people out of the States, different promotions. And 2017 is basically where it all started.
Nice. Yeah. So you said you trained in NWL. Was a specific person who trained you, or is it just the NWL in general?
So we had 4 different trainers. The very man to accept my tryout, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but the man that accepted my tryout and let me through all the paperwork was no other than Hoodie Howlet.
Sounds about right.
So, yeah, there's always a special place in my heart for Hoodie Howlet. But it was him, Dak Draper, Moonshine Mantell, and Jake Durden from St. Louis. They were the main 4, and then you had your whites that come in all the time, and a whole bunch of other people that were wrestling at the time. They always came in. But it was a great 4 months there.
Nice. So from a wrestler's perspective, is there much difference in the day-to-day or the day of the event from company to company? We've seen you wrestle like Journey Pros, CSW, PCW and now ICWF. Is there much difference between each company the day of an event?
It just kind of depends. When it comes to the day of the events, sometimes you gotta travel 4 hours, so it could be a little bit more stressful. 4 hours is not a whole lot, but I guess it just kind of varies between like where the shows are being held at. Like Kansas City, it's very easy because I'm local. Like Nebraska, St. Louis, all those. That Springfield, ICWF, so not really. I guess the longer the drive, the more stressful it can be, if that kind of sums up your question. But just
no, exactly. When you got to worry about making a date on time or trying to get checked in somewhere on time, man, it can be extremely stressful, and then you got to go and prepare and get ready. So, Micah, when was your first match and who was it against?
So my very first match was, I believe it was April of 2018. There was a promotion in St. Louis, PWCS, that ran out of Alton, Illinois. My very first match was a Royal Rumble match. There was 10 people, I think, that were in the match, and me and Jake Durden were the final two, and he speared the crap out of me.
I bet.
I think I still have that video somewhere, but that was my very first match. It was a 10-person Royal Rumble.
Nice. I've been wanting to ask you this. You've worked a lot with a man that has the buns of steel, Jay Fowler, and you guys worked as thumbs and buns. Tell us about that pairing and how that started.
So I think this was 2018. Me, Fowler, and 4 or 5 other guys. We were in a scramble match at Journey Pro, and the winner of the scramble match got to face Wyatt the same night for the Gateway Heritage Championship. And I had pinned somebody, and Fowler had pinned somebody. So we both won the match, technically. So we both went on to face Wyatt that night, and obviously we both lost. But ever since then, there was that, connection between us. And if you go back and watch that, we were the very first match. And at the end, we kind of shook hands, like we respected each other. And from 2018 to 2021, or 2022, I should say, Thumbs and Buns ran wild at Journey Pro.
Yes, they did. We saw you live a few times, and it was good stuff. Always enjoyable.
Yeah.
So
it's a shame when he did.
Yeah, that's what my next question is going to be. Obviously Journey Pro's last event in June was postponed. I'm sorry, the comments catch me off guard when they Mr. Wyatt is on the fence, some people like him, some people really hate him. So no. What's next for Mighty Micah and Fowler?
I know what's next for me. A couple of things. That's what I know that's next. First is obviously become a Howlet. That's my ultimate goal now. Like I have my mind set. I set in stone. I want to be a Howlet. Like if Hoodie and I, if you're watching this, I want to be a Howlet. Okay. So just make me be a Howlet, please. That's all I ask. Anyway, so the second thing that's on my mind with Journey Pro and Fowler is that I can't wait to get my hands on Fowler. I really can't. 4 years just tossed out the window. He sold his soul to the devil, and I can't wait to beat him up.
I 1,000% agree with the sentiment that he sold his soul to the devil. For those that haven't seen the Journey Pro event that we are talking about, I think there's a good chance that that you get the help from some Howlets, here in the near future in Journey Pro, because the man who Fowler aligned himself with, Jeremy Wyatt, decided to stick his nose where it didn't belong, and decided to attack the Howlets, which is not a good idea, as we found out in CSW with the premiere. It doesn't work out well when you decide to attack the Howlets. So, like I said, I think that opportunity to be a Howlet is coming sooner rather than later.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
and also, if you guys don't know, this is a real cheap chance for me to plug the social medias. I make clips of these shows and I post them on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. So rest assured, Micah, I will clip that part and it will get sent to the Howlets, and we will be on day 180 something of asking for Micah to be a Howlet.
Yes, I'm all for it.
So in the intro, we talked about you being the ICWF champion, heavyweight champion. So for our newer viewers, I see we've got a crowd in here tonight. ICWF stands for Independent Circuit Wrestling Federation. They primarily run in Springfield, Missouri on a bi-monthly basis. They are heavily family-friendly promotion, so you can take the entire family of all ages to their events. So couldn't recommend them more if you're in the Springfield area. Go check them out. Go see Mighty Micah as heavyweight champion. But in our research doing this, in our looking these questions up, so we saw that you won the ICWF heavyweight title back in February. Tell us about that title win and what being their champion means to you.
So back in February, I wrestled Brawler Morrison for the ICWF championship, and it was a what match was it? It was it's basically just a street fight. Anything goes. Only way could win, pinfall or submission, and that was my very first match first type of match doing that at that promotion. And it was brutal. I got hurt, but I obviously pinned Brawler Morrison to become the new champion. And this is like my first major championship being held in my pro wrestling career. So it really means a lot. Going down there bi-monthly, and it's just it's a great time. It's family friendly, and all the kids, they can all go. It's a really good time. Just if you're in the Springfield area, Kansas City area, make the 2.5 hour drive. It's worth it. I promise.
Well, I got one of my shops for I work for Pepsi. One of my shops down there in Springfield, so I'm definitely going to plan a work trip around one of these events and make it out there one time. So
right on. August 20th is the next one.
All right.
When did you say? August
20th.
August 20th? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. 99% sure.
Okay. Right. I guess I might plan a work trip on August 20th as well. So
nice. I like it.
Micah, I wanted to ask you, who do you see as the next challenger for your championship?
Well, back a couple weeks ago, I defended it in a Master of the Squared Circle 7 Stars tournament, whatever, and I beat 2 opponents to retain the championship. And back in February, Jay Fowler actually won a #1 contendership match. So it will be me and Fowler August 20th for my belt.
Okay.
So
nice.
Very interesting. Maybe I get my hands on him twice.
There you go. I don't hate it. So
is there a local wrestler in our area? It can be Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri. Is there a wrestler in our area that you haven't had a chance to work with that you would like to?
That's a really tough one because there's a lot. I haven't worked Kenny Alfonso in Kansas, and I would love to do that just because we've been best friends since 5th grade. And let's see, Dak Draper is definitely one of them. I know he's not considered like local, but he's definitely one. And then those are the main two, I think. I have a lot more I can name off, but those were the first two that came to the top of my head.
Nice. Nice. You hear that? Journey Pro CSW book Mighty Micah against Dak Draper. That's a money match right there.
Josh would love that. So we have a question from the chat. Autumn, who is watching us on YouTube, wants to know what got you into wrestling. I know you kind of touched on that in the beginning, but kind of resurface that and dig a little bit into it.
Like me with Kenny Alfonso, my brother, and his friends, we all kind of at the same time, me and my brother kind of at the same time fell in love with wrestling. I have memories up in my room. I used to have 2 old mattresses put together, and we used to have like Royal Rumbles, on the bed. We'd throw each other. We used to put blankets out in the very front yard like years later, and we would have like our own like front yard wrestling promotions, fake names, fake characters, all that. We would, throw each other around basically. And I guess that's kind of the origin of where it all started. And then, I started watching the wrestling, got more into it. After high school, I decided not to go to college and just flat out work. And then I started training. So that's kind of where it all started, was Kenny Alfonso, and just kind of throwing each other around just for the heck of it.
Nice.
Yep.
So we got another chat question from Jason. Jason Wallace wants to know, what is your finishing move being a superhero?
I have 2. One is a Nightmare on Helm Street, ode to Hurricane Helms, and then I do a thumb to the throat.
Nice.
Those are my 2.
Like Umaga's.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Looks like Brian Janashek mentioned OCW. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, that was our backyard wrestling promotion.
Nice.
me and some other people, we all did that for a couple years before I started training.
Hey, no worries, brother. We I've got a few friends here in the chat who definitely we had a few of them. So
yeah,
it happens, man.
it was a fun time. I miss it, but it was fun.
So Autumn in the chat, who asked earlier, what got you into wrestling? She just asked another question, and this is a good one. How often are you wrestling at different locations? So how frequently are you getting booked?
It just kind of depends. With my job right now in the summertime, it's kind of harder to get out just because I have to work a lot of hours. But I try to get out at least 2, 3 times a month during the summer. And then whenever fall, winter comes around, I like to get out as much as I can. So, like your Journey Pros, like all the local shows, they're really easy to get to. So I would say about 2, 3 times a month on average. Some months more, some months less.
Okay.
So do you have any merchandise? And if so, where can we purchase some Mighty Micah merch?
I do. So I just got a fresh batch of Mighty Micah t-shirts. It has the thumb and the 2 red M's. I ordered 30, 40 t-shirts. I have sizes small through XXX, I think. If you come find me at a show, I'll have them there. I also have a pro wrestling tee store that has 2 designs right now and about to upload a couple more. So stay tuned.
Fantastic. So Micah, we have talked about Journey Pro, Central States, and ICWF. Are you wrestling? And I think I saw you on a banner for Tri-State Wrestling when they were in St. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you, other than those promotions, are you wrestling anywhere else?
I'm in Arkansas next weekend with some people, and that's pretty much it for right now. I'll have to wait till some people make some announcements before
Gotcha.
I can.
Okay. Understandable.
For sure.
Autumn has another question for you. She wants to know if you have any other hobbies besides wrestling.
Ooh, so I love video games, and I love sports. Sports and video games. Those are my 2 biggest hobbies. Like whenever Chiefs season comes around, I'm locked into wrestling and Chiefs. I like playing sports games. Your Maddens, your NBAs, MLBs. I'm a big Call of Duty fan, so every Call of Duty that comes out, I always get it. Big battle royale person, so your Fortnite. I enjoy playing that. Warzone, I enjoy playing that. So I would say video games, sports, and then I also enjoy listening to music.
Gotcha. What kind of music, if you don't mind me asking?
I guess it's just a whole bunch of different phases, but I generally don't care just as long as it's a banger. I'm a lot into alternative right now. Tomorrow I'm actually going to see Machine Gun Kelly at the T-Mobile Center. He's my favorite right now. I really enjoy his music. I grew up listening to Eminem, Machine Gun Kelly, Eminem.
Yeah.
Let's see. Those are really the main 2. Really, I don't care just as long as I like it.
I'm right in the same boat with you, man. When I was younger, I was tried to be cool and try to be picky. I'm 34 now. Now I don't care. Now I listen to everything. It can be from the 60s. It can be from today. It can be rap, country, rock.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Autumn wants to know if you play any wrestling games.
I like playing wrestling games when I have friends over. I really don't enjoy playing it by myself. The latest wrestling game I have is 2K18. I usually use that for when I want to get new gear made. I can just kind of plug in and see what I look like in it. But not really. Only if I have friends over, I'll play it. But I usually don't play it by myself.
That's pretty cool. You said that you'll use it to check out what new gear looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man. I like that.
It's a long and tedious process, but
well, let me tell you something, man. Long and tedious. Universe mode is my favorite. Obviously, not this year. They keep butchering it and they keep doing stuff to it. So yeah, when I plug it in, the first thing I do is check out universe mode or general manager mode to kind of see what I like and what features they have. Brian Janacek, is it Janacek or Janacek?
I think it's Janacek.
Janacek.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Brian, I apologize, my friend.
I call him Brian J, baby.
Yeah. He's fantasy booking. So the Premier, Soup and SK Bishop, who would you want to tag against them with besides Kenny Alfonso?
It's got to be Hoodie Howlett.
I do. I was right there. I was like, I know who I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Movie fan 65738 says, Micah, do you ever think there'll be a ICWF video game, and would you love to be in it?
That very well could happen in the near future, and obviously I would love to be in it. That'd be awesome.
I'll tell you what, movie fan. With all the different with all the advancements, like with Universe mode in the WWE games, Fire Pro Wrestling with all the customizations they have, you could make the ICWF video game if you want.
Absolutely.
To. So, and then Brian says, Brian J, baby.
Brian J, baby.
So, Micah, where can everyone follow you on social media, my friend?
It is very easy. So Twitter, Instagram, at Micah Haig. Pretty simple. I have a Facebook page. I'm really bad at posting.
I saw that.
Onto that. I think the last time I posted was 2020, I think.
Yeah. But, it was like June of 2020. I found it because when I was trying to make posts, I found it and I was like when I was trying to tag it, the picture is so small. So then I had to open up a new tab and actually go find the profile because I saw it was a wrestler and I was like, surely there's not another Mighty Micah, gimmick infringement of some sort.
Oh man, I also have an Instagram. It's the Mighty Micah. I don't use that one anymore. I have no idea how to delete that Instagram account, but everyone keeps tagging me in this. I was like, no, just use at Micah Haig.
Okay, cool, that works.
Those are the main two.
Fantastic.
So I wanted to promote this just before we kind of wrap this up. Got a banner, a graphic sent to me from the ICWF. Just wanted to promote this again. It is Slam Fest 2, the ICWF Heavyweight Championship. Champion Mighty Micah is defending against Jay Fowler on Saturday, August 20th. Bell times at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. at the Boys and Girls Club at Musgrave Unit in Springfield, Missouri.
Nice.
Go check them out.
Absolutely. Looks like Brian has another question for you. What was it like to wrestle in the first St. Louis Anarchy show back after the NWL closed, Circus Maximus?
It was, I remember it being very electric. That was also kind of like my first kind of indie show as a wrestler that I attended besides NWL. It was fun, electric. I remember it being violent.
Nice. So, kind of left field here, Micah. We were talking about video games earlier. Xbox or PlayStation, man?
Xbox.
I might have to get that. Might have to get that gamer tag, my friend, because we love doing Madden leagues. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Or any type of Madden tournament. Just don't make it too late because I won't show up.
I got you.
Other than that, Josh, you got anything else for our guests tonight?
The last thing we always like to do is ask our guests at the very end here to, in closing, to say, this is Mighty Micah, and you're watching the I-70 Hot Tag.
This is Mighty Micah, and you're watching the I-70 Hot Tag.
Awesome.
Love it.
Appreciate
you joining us, Micah. It was a blast.
No problem. Have a good weekend, guys.
Yes, sir. Well. Go check him out, ICWF in Springfield, August 20th. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, Micah.
Yep.
All right, everybody. So here's the time. So we are going to, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Please stick around, guys. Like I said, we have a huge announcement coming up after the break. Josh and I are ecstatic about this. So, I mean, you want to watch a couple of wrestling fans mark out. Be back here in 5 minutes, okay? Other than that, yep, we shall return.
Kansas City has a new name in the pizza game. You Want a Pizza Me is Kansas City's only pro wrestling themed pizza food truck. Located across from the Black Box Theater in the West Bottoms, You Want a Pizza Me is dedicated to serving delicious flame-grilled pizzas named in homage to pro wrestling. Come try the High Flyer, El Luchador, Greener Than Grass, and their newest bestseller, The Undertaker. Regular and vegan options are available. They're also dedicated to getting you to eat your healthy vegetables with their selection of salads. Look for the big man in the luchador mask. Follow them at You Want a Pizza Me KC on social media. Kansas City is a top pro wrestling city, and You Want a Pizza Me is your spot for knockout, top of the card pizza. Come get some. Since June 2019, The Peculiar Winery is for business in historic Peculiar, Missouri. Owners Chris, Stacy, and Linda have enjoyed sharing their selection of over 20 handcrafted wines, which are fermented, filtered, and bottled in Anchor property. Enjoy their wines, live music, food trucks, and special events throughout the year. But most importantly, have fun and relax. They look forward to serving you. Try their new summer wine, the Peculiar Rita, and tell Chris Goff the I-70 Hot Tag sent you. Welcome back.
Oh, I had myself muted. My bad.
You're good. You're good.
All right. Now that Micah, now we can switch back to a normal camera angle here. Appreciate Josh putting together that video for us, showing us all the cool stuff, and then also the local promotions or local independent promotions, also local businesses. Wanted to take a minute here because it's not in the video just yet, but I did want to show you guys. There is a friend of mine who we do a Kansas City Chiefs stream on Tuesday nights, and he is obviously right now we're not doing one because of the off season, but he is doing something where he is trying to pick up some extra cash and doing some car detailing, and it's called For the Love of My Car. Here's the Facebook page. His name is James Howe. James is running some really great deals. Oh, my bad. got my messenger going up here. Anyways, James has some really great deals going on right now. And in fact, if you reach out to my friend James here and Jiminy Christmas. All kinds of places. Anyways, if you reach out to my friend James and use the promo code CR Media 20, you'll receive 20% off of your bill to get your car detailed. I just got my car detailed by James. He did a fantastic job. He did a lot to the carpets and all that other stuff. So what about if we mention the podcast? Yeah, that's what I just said, Raz. Mention the podcast and use the promo code CRmedia20 and you will get 20% off. So
it might take James a little bit longer to wash your car than Luigi to deliver your pizza, though.
Might be, yeah.
So, we've got a lot of people in here waiting for this announcement. So I told you that I had a surprise pre-show. Didn't tell you what it was. So this is going to be a genuine reaction for you, but I have this big of an announcement should not come from you and should not come from me. It's too big of an announcement. So we have a special announcer to announce this for everybody tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to share the screen again, and we're going to make our announcement. Stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? This is Hoodie Howlett representing the tribe. I'm here to let y'all know that I am here to make a big announcement on behalf of the I-70 Hot Tag Wrestling Podcast right now. The I-70 Hot Tag Wrestling Podcast is your official podcast sponsor for CSW Horseman Country, coming at you live August 27th from the Camelot Ballroom in Overland Park, Kansas. Now, this is a huge show because it features myself and the tribe, as well as Moonshine Mantell, Dak Draper, Ace Steel, and yes, the man, the myth, the legend, Arn Anderson. Now, because I'm me, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys another huge announcement right now, 2 for 1. Next week, July 14th, on the I-70 Hot Tag Wrestling Podcast, you get to hear me, myself, because I will be a guest on the show. Go check out the I-70 Hot Tag Wrestling Podcast. Go get your tickets to CSW Horseman Country. Do it right now.
What?
Hoodie Howlett.
Bro, how did you pull that off?
Pull a little strings, couple strings.
That is badass, dude. I was all like, that was for me, man. Like I was excited to do this announcement. Oh my God. I didn't. That's almost as cool as us sponsoring the event.
Guys, I-70 Hot Tag is the official podcast sponsor of CSW Horseman Country, coming to you on August.
I got to ground myself a little bit here. Got to remember that we still have that. We still have that major announcement. So yeah, an opportunity presented itself to Josh and I. We love Kansas City. We love professional wrestling. And CSW has done a fantastic job of, rejuvenating that in the Kansas City area, help adding to it, of course, when, like I said, when the opportunity presented itself, Josh and I we didn't take very long to think about it. So,
no.
So yes, and it's a huge event. For us to help sponsor this event in the time period that it's getting ready to come on, this being the first event that we are sponsoring, I want to let everybody know that this lets other people around the wrestling world know that the I-70 Hot Tag is open for business. But with that to the side, Horseman Country is going to feature Arn Anderson ringside with his son, Brock Anderson, tag teaming with Ace Steel against Jeremy Wyatt and Vic Capri. So that's a huge main event in itself. The card is also stacked. There's other matches we are going to go over these matches as time gets closer. But we wanted to let you guys know. So if you are in the Kansas City area and you are interested in going to CSW Horseman Country, please message Josh and I. We will find, or we will direct you in the right direction to get tickets to go to this event. It's one you're not going to want to miss. Josh and I are humongous Four Horsemen fans.
Yeah.
So we are very excited to go see Arn Anderson and do all the other stuff. We're not going to give all the nitty gritty details of what is going to happen as far as the I-70 hot tag being involved with Horseman Country, but we'll get those down as they go.
Yep.
But yeah, if you guys, we would love to see everybody out there. Would love to meet faces that have been on that have been, supporting the podcast. Like I said, Josh and I are very excited about this. I could talk about this all night long.
Yeah. This could have been an entire episode, just this announcement. And, we had a great interview.
The fact that you waited, or the fact that you didn't tell me you had a video from Hoodie Howlett, bro.
Yeah. We got that. That was an official confirmation last night, and I got the video today. So this morning, actually. So yes, this day has gone very slow, waiting for me to share that with you. So I think it was a great way to announce. Honestly, I mean, like I said, no matter what, us announcing it, regardless, would have been fun. But Hoodie Hallett's the man, and
yes.
And we're going to have him on, as he said, next week. He's going to be on the podcast. We're going to talk all things Howlett. So, yeah. And all things Horseman Country, man. I mean, we're going to – no matter what, when this event was announced, you and I both watched that YouTube live stream that they posted. We watched it live at 7 p.m. when they released it. And I got chills when that Horseman music played and Arn Anderson came on the screen. And we're like, we're going to see Arn Anderson and Brock Anderson in CSW.
Absolutely.
So the I-70 hot tag was going to be there regardless. But the opportunity presented itself, like Chase said, and we jumped on it, and we are more than happy to support them. They've been they put on great shows every month. So super excited about this.
Yep. Yeah, we like I said, guys, this is the goal of this stream, is to, number one, have fun with wrestling, and number two, put over Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas independent professional wrestling. And what CSW is doing is exactly that. So, yeah, I am super excited. Dean Houston says, Shylin, New Breed Women's Champion. She's awesome. Might have to put that in the list of people to reach out to have onto the show. I know we've got a huge show, or I mean not a huge show, but I know we've got quite a full calendar for the next month, right?
Yeah. New Breed's having an event here on July 8th in Versailles, Missouri, at the Morgan County Fairgrounds, and not sure if the women's champion is going to be there, but I do know that they've announced that there's going to be a number one contenders match for the NBW title. Astonishing Austin Mulatalo is going to take on El Diablo for the number one contenders match. So that should be a great show. So New Breed is a company that we are going to start looking closely at. As Chase talked about, we in the interview with Micah. When we first started this, we knew of a handful of promotions that we were going to cover, promote. And as we've gone on, it's opened up, more and more companies. So New Breed is one that we're going to start looking into and covering a little deeper.
So, yeah, it's funny, before the break, I said, told everybody to stay tuned for the announcement. You were going to see a couple of marks mark out. And then Josh just had to play with my emotions and and get the Howlets involved. So, so guys, what I can tell you is so far on this event, we're gonna be looking at we're gonna have a table set up, so there will be an opportunity to come up, meet us face to face. We're gonna have some merch we'll be passing out. Whether it's stickers or something, like I said, this is very early. Josh and I will release more details about it as it comes. In fact, with it being in August, at the end of August, there's already more matches announced for this event than what Josh and I have planned for this event. So, obviously, like I said, the main event that's being billed is Ace Steel, who, if you're a wrestling fan and you're not familiar with Ace Steel, he was a Second City Saint, CM Punk, Colt Cabana, Ace has also done some work in Midwest in the Central States.
He was he's also member of the foundation.
Yes, with Jeremy Wyatt and Michael Strider.
Yep.
But Ace Steel works for. He is doing some work for AEW right now, and he has. He made an appearance at the last CSW event. Is that one's the one that just got uploaded to YouTube is Strapped, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. They haven't uploaded Rise of an Outlaw. Nope. That's correct. Okay. At Rise of an Outlaw is when Ace Steel made his appearance in CSW. Definitely go check out CSW's Facebook page, YouTube page. You can see the interviews and stuff, kind of get an idea of what happened. But long story short, Ace Steel called in some backup, and that backup is in the form of Brock Anderson with his father, Arn Anderson. Hence why Kansas City will be Horseman country. Come August, and they are going to be facing Jeremy Wyatt and Vic Capri. Vic Capri is one of Jeremy's stooges in CSW. The other match that has been announced is Dak Draper against Moonshine Mantell. Moonshine, of course, is going to have I-70 Hot Tag, former I-70 Hot Tag guest Greg Jovi on there.
Yep.
With by his side.
That's going to be I tweeted this out to me. Clash of the Titans. Dak Draper,
yes.
Moonshine, just beating the hell out of each other.
Big. It's going to be big meaty men slapping meat.
Should be hell now. I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah. Ace trained CM Punk. He's still a badass wrestler. Yes, that match that him and Wyatt had just last month was fantastic. Ace has not missed a beat. So going to be very excited to watch him team up with Brock Anderson and face Wyatt and Vic Capri. Another match that has been announced is Luke Langley versus Mike Outlaw. This is going to be interesting. Going to be awesome to see Mike Outlaw bounce back from his loss against Jeremy Wyatt last month. Very, very interested to see where that goes. They're also our friend Hoodie Howlett, who announced that the I-70 Hot Tag was going to be sponsoring this event. The Hoodie Howlett, the Tribe. It just announced today, or maybe it was yesterday, but it was just recently announced. Hoodie is going to be facing Campbell Myers of the Premier. This is long-term storytelling, guys. So January they had a match, and then in March they came back, or it was April. Sorry, in April they had the street fight, and then Hoodie got suspended. Then they've interfered in their match, Anaya's match against Moonshine Mantell last month. So we're building up to something here, and so we're definitely excited to see Hoodie and Campbell Myers face off. So
do me a favor,
that's all
for our friend Hoodie. Do me a favor, do this for me. There you go.
Yeah.
Alex.
My son has a Tribe shirt that he got from Anaya and Froz at the last event. So and actually I found that picture. So me being the awesome father that I was, or that I am, sorry, I'm still a father. So my son comes over. We get a Campbell Myers shirt that says soup, and I'm talking to Campbell and paying for the shirt, and then my son's in line to get a tribe shirt from Anaya and Fraz. Well, Anaya and Fraz are giving him, are telling my son, like, hey, you don't want this Campbell Myers shirt, like, get rid of this. And anyways, they're encouraging him to get rid of the Campbell Myers shirt, and then they have him take off the shirt, and it was either Fraz or Anaya, I don't remember which one, but they threw the shirt at Campbell, and I was like, oh, bro, give me that back. I just paid $25 for that fucking shirt, like. But my son, he immediately took off the shirt that was on his back, and put on the hoodie shirt, or the Howlett shirt, sorry. And
that's awesome.
Here we go. Well, so I was talking to Campbell trying to get the shirt back, and they're taking this picture. So I didn't get a chance to take a picture with my phone. And like when I got home, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I know Dimitri got a picture with Fraz and Anaya. And I was like, where is it? I was like, did I take the picture and delete it by accident? And then I was like, oh, I never took a picture. Well, I know they took a picture. So I finally found this. This was on Fraz's social media. So awesome. Yeah. He like I said, he immediately put that shirt on after that picture got taken. He dumped the shirt off on the ground, put that shirt over, and wore that shirt for the rest of the event. He was pretty upset when the guy who we bought a T-shirt from, Campbell Myers, cost Anaya the match against Moonshine Mantell. So pretty upset. He came home and he threw the shirt at Sebastian and he said, here's your shirt.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, man. You sound like you had a good time at the last CSW. I know I was not able to be there live, unfortunately, but I can't wait for them to upload. I know that they film all their shows in 4K, so I know I'm going to get the best production value when they post that, and I'll be able to see the entire show once it gets put up on YouTube. So if you don't already, go find them on YouTube. CSW Wrestling. They have great content up there, and like I said, you're not going to see 4K production in any other promotion in our area. So it's phenomenal. So go check them out and hit that little notification bell like we asked you to do for I-70 Hot Tag, and you'll be notified when they upload events. So
absolutely. Kind of not to backtrack too much here, but I do want to catch some of these comments that we missed.
Yep.
Especially that one that just came in. I'd be a big wrestling fan too if I was a Jaguars fan too. Josh, love you. I'm not gonna agree with the wrestling fan part, but I will agree with the Jaguars fan part. So. Raz says you better have the beer ready for me, brother. I got beer for days for you, my good friend. This was really cool. Brian says, off subject, the PWCS promotion that Micah talked about was Greg Jovai's promotion. I did not know that. And I think that is. Brian also said, man, Rowdy, that place is going to be nuts. I doubt we would be able to hear them. I think he's talking about Horseman Country.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Sorry, your team sucks, Josh. Wow.
Yeah, they're due for a good season once every 7 or 8 years. So when that year comes, I'm excited.
Yeah, just wait. You'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
That's
what I said about the Royals, and it actually happened. So there's a chance.
It took 20 or 30 years, but we finally got it. All right. I think that's it, brother.
Yeah, I think that's it for tonight for Horseman Country. I think we're down to the previewing the next events that's coming to town. We've already kind of talked about the New Breed Wrestling in Versailles, Missouri, on July 8th. Like I said, we got the number 1 contenders match for the NBW title. Also, we've got on July 15th, Mid-States Wrestling is coming to West Plains, Missouri. We're going to see local guys Luke Langley, Miranda Gordy's going to be there, Nas Planquet. July 24th, Glory Pro, fantastic promotion. If you guys are in the St. Louis area, they present St. Louis Vice. We're going to see Ethan Page take on Warhorse, and one of your favorites, Mike Bennett, and the Quad Father, Camaro Jackson, are going to do battle at that event. So that should be really fun. I believe that show, I know you're critical of it, but that show is going to start at 3 p.m. on Sunday. So it is not a late show. So, I like it. I don't hate it. So it'll be a fun time there. So go check them out on July 24th. A show that you and I are both going to be at. We bought tickets just recently on July 30th. Journey Pro is having an event. As you recall, their previous event in June was canceled. This is their makeup show, Raytona Beach Bash. They're going to have the Journey Pro title match that was supposed to happen last month. Christian Rose is going to defend his second title defense against Masha Slamovich. Should be a hell of a match. So if you guys don't have tickets, go to journeyprokc.com and get your tickets for that. It's going to be in Raytown, Missouri. Nice.
Yes, we will be at that one since the one in June was postponed. So, yep. And definitely if you don't follow, I did want to circle back. I don't know if Jason is still in here watching, but you should let Jason know that we have tickets to that event, and if he would like to come, be more than happy to have him. He just has to bring his own chair. So, which I gotta find my own.
Yeah. Jason lives in Florida now, so.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Never mind.
So he's gonna have to travel up here quite a bit to get there, but I don't think
that's funny. I didn't know.
He hasn't been up here in a while, so come on up here, Jason. Let's go to the Journey Pro event. Buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, I saw him say that he misses Journey Pro. So
yeah.
Scott says just check the price for tickets, and damn, they are good prices.
There you go.
Hey, like I said, Scott, it is it's August 28th,
27th.
Is it 27th? Okay, it's a Saturday, August 27th. So if you've got the time, my friend, we would love to have you at CSW Horseman Country. So, yeah.
Come on down.
Absolutely. Like I said, man, I got beer for days. So, also with the chance to win a replica NWA belt for the VIP package. Exactly. So, yeah.
Could be good stuff.
So speaking of future events, the next Save You a Bear 2. It's a beer, not a bear. We don't save bears. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Thanks for joining Bike Angel 777.
Yeah.
We got family on both sides of the I-70 hot tag joining in tonight. I like it.
Yeah. All right. So then next week's episode, whether you know him as a part of the Left Coast Guerrillas or the Howlets, You know you're going to see a brutal match when he steps into the ring. Next week, we chat with one half of the tribe, Hoodie Howlett. So next week, get to thank Hoodie in person for that fantastic video that you worked up for us.
Absolutely.
So,
which will be
extremely
posted on all of our
excited about
socials probably before the end of the night. So,
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because I'm definitely gonna have you send me that video as soon as we get off here. Yeah, Brody. Chase can't stop cheesing about it. Like I said, we have known this for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been official for 2 weeks. We held off last week on announcing it, but it's been 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, then it's just been a week.
Yeah, I guess 10 days probably.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, we've known about it for a little over a week now, and it took every ounce of energy I had not to say anything last week. It took every ounce of energy I had not to say anything on my Dynamite post show on Wednesday night.
Cheap plug.
Like I said, we have tried to keep this in, and I asked Josh. I said, "Hey, you need to find out when it's okay for us to give this announcement, so I can."
Yep.
But Josh and I are super excited about it. Like I said, we're gonna be promoting it and building it up over the next few weeks, over the next months. But yeah, Horseman Country, sponsored by the I-70 Hot Tag.
Got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
It does, man. It does. I guess that's it, guys. Just to circle back around to the social media thing, guys, we are trying to build this thing on social media so we can show these kind of shows with interviews of local wrestlers to people like you that enjoy wrestling, or people like you that enjoy being in Kansas City and like supporting local stuff. So please like, share, subscribe. You see the tag there. Stupid mirror camera. Anyways, you see the tag there, CR Media 1988. You're going to find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok. The tag is going to be the same, YouTube, CR Media 1988. We just landed over 500 followers on TikTok. We're trying to build a bigger following on TikTok so we can go live. You have to have 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok. And then you also got to have a certain amount of subscribers and stuff like that on the other social medias to get perks. So speaking of that, we are live on my Twitch right now. And Twitch is asking that we average you average 3 viewers per show. So we're almost there. Appreciate everybody joining in on the Twitch tonight. Thank you. Also, wanted to give a humongous shout out to Starcade Sports. Starcade Sports is going to start letting the I-70 Hot Tag go live on their channel, on their Facebook channel, every week. And that's huge. Starcade Media, who runs Starcade Sports, has been a staple in Kansas City for a very long time. Starcade Media has shows for the Kansas City Chiefs that they do. They let you. They sit down with Kimball Anders. They do a show with a former offensive lineman of the Kansas City Chiefs. So they've got a lot of good stuff going on at Starcade Media. Give them a shout out, and go give them a like and follow them as well. They're kind of starting to transition and separate their Starcade Media from their Starcade Sports. So you can find the I-70 Hot Tag on Starcade Sports every week. So again, very, very good things happening for the I-70 Hot Tag. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
Josh, now that we're closing out with social medias, man, remind everybody again where they can find you.
You want to follow the I-70 Hot Tag on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram, We are on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. As Chase said, we go live every week on Chase's Twitch page, CR Media 1988. We also go live on our Facebook page, the I-70 Hot Tag, and on YouTube. So those are the three main avenues to see our live streams. If you don't ever, I know if you don't see our live streams, you miss them. You can always go back and watch them on our platforms. But if you want to watch them on the go, we do upload them to Anchor, Google Podcast, Apple, Stitcher, Spotify for on-the-go listening if you guys miss it. So be sure to go download that if you cannot watch them live or watch the video form. So really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. It was a fun show.
Yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to Josh, who runs the I-70 social medias. So he kind of pulls duty on that. So and stay tuned. Josh is killing it with the social medias. He'll have a Zanga up very, very, very soon. So just stay tuned to the I-70 on social media. You'll see where it's coming from.
Yeah, we'll have a poll either Zanga or MySpace coming back. We'll let you know which one.
Again, guys, appreciate you guys joining us. Appreciate all the love. As usual, my name is Chase. I run CR Media. This is my friend, my co-host, my confidant, Josh Elliott, the real Josh Elliott. And as usual, good fight and good night.